Hey, everybody. Welcome back to That Real Texas Team podcast, episode 88. My name is Curtis. I'm the host. With me, as always, my resident co-hosts. At the top right, we got Mike, a.k.a. Magic Mike, a.k.a. Money Mike, a.k.a. Microphone. Um, make sure you follow him across all the social medias at Mass3 Productions. Please and thank you. Do the same thing for our main man, Chris, down here at the bottom. On Instagram, Pacman_King Freestyle. And then his porn name is I'm just playing. Anyway,
Woo!
chickens. And we're I don't even know how to start. Okay, this was every bit of a defensive game that anyone could have asked for. Like, both defenses showed the hell up today. The offenses, though, like, the Rams collectively had about 250 yards of offense, which is not a lot. And the Texans had right about 100, or right about 200, I should say. And I was just looking at it. We had every running back, with the exception of Dameon Pierce, go over 4 yards a carry. Everybody who ran the ball ran for more than 5 yards a carry. Or 4 yards a carry, sorry. That's wild.
That's normally a winning solution.
Normally. Brandon already coming in with the heat. Oh, you don't know how to start? Well, don't false start. Flag.
Flag!
Look, gentlemen, let's just talk about it. All right, let's just rip the damn Band-Aid off. The offensive line, through one game, and again, this is one game. Cody Stutes has said it numerous times. You don't really know who a team is until about week 6. You've got a lot of soul searching to do in those first 5 games. So let's take this for what it is. A patchwork offensive line playing against a top flight defense. I'm not going to say that they're, top 5, but top 10. They got phenomenal edge rushers, and there's secondary and just general game plan today locked down a lot of the offense. How much of that is actually because of Kaylee not doing well, or individual performer or players not doing well, versus Sean McVay just knowing how to shut down everything Nick Kaylee's doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing. Obviously Nick Kaylee's not going to do everything 1-to-1, but Sean McVay probably remembers a conversation they had about if I ever got to be an offensive coordinator, this is how I'm going to do it. And he remembers every word of that conversation. He remembers the hesitation that Kaylee said. It's got to be a factor, at least somewhat. There wasn't an interception unless the ball hitting the ground and the DB landing on it is an INT.
Correct. I can argue with the same play.
Yeah. If anyone knew what our offense might be, like it was going to be McVay and there, yeah. If anyone was going to have any sort of leg up, it would be the Rams. That's where Kaylee was most recently there. So, look, I'm taking this as a lump. It sucks, whatever, but we were in this game the whole time. Neither offense was really doing a whole hell of a lot. I mean, nobody scored an offensive touchdown until late in the first half, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I mean, it was only the Rams.
Yeah. So, there's not a lot to be, hugely disappointed about. The defense is as advertised. Maybe they didn't get as home, or they didn't get home as much as you'd like to think, but they were doing what they could. And when the defense is out there that damn long, I mean, you're bound to let things slip. It's just what it is. You get tired. But specifically, gentlemen, the offensive line troubles. Who wants to dive on that first?
Oh, I'll go because that is nothing. Oh, go ahead, Mike. Oh, I won't be long.
Go for shot because I'm
Yeah,
gonna throw it.
I won't be long because I'm sure Mike has all his reservations. Okay, so number one, I'm not going to kill them too hard because we know that was not the start of the offensive line. We know that Ed Ingram was hurt and things would have been a lot different. Okay, so number two, Cam Robinson, he was not atrocious. And that holding call that they called on him at the beginning of the game, I believe that the defender slipped and it just looked like that he was holding. I get how the flag was thrown because if the ref looks over there at the time that the man falls and it looks like I get it. But so I don't put that on him. I would have at first had I not seen the replay because I did not see the original holding call because I think the ball was getting thrown or whatever. So I do not put that on him. He was serviceable. My problem with him is the only problem I have with him is I don't believe he can stay healthy. And I think that's why they went ahead and put Ariante there to begin with. He was already when he hurt to begin with. He was hurt before the season started. So I don't believe he's going to stay healthy at 14 million. Whatever. I'm going to stay off of that. Blake Fisher, you got to get together, dude. Dude, you got to get together. I don't know what bro, they've been talking bad about you during camp. And then you come in the game and like you can't even hold the man that's pushing you back. Like he's pushing you into your quarterback to where you can't even get your hands on his chest. You got him all up in his helmet. You got him in his helmet, and then to the point to where he gets past it, and you're still holding his helmet. You was holding on for dear life to the man helmet, and he still pushed past you, and that didn't even give you an advantage. For the two plays, that was your first play. For the 2-3 plays, you was out there because Cam Robinson was hurt. I don't know what we're gonna do at center. I do not know what we are going to do at center. Apparently, Jake Andrews won the job. Apparently, he didn't last long enough. I'm not going to say whenever Patterson, because that's who came in, right? Patterson.
Yeah,
I was kind of distraught by that end, but I didn't really see a difference in center. I feel like center was okay. It wasn't bad. It was okay, but and like I said, I'm not going to kill Ariante. It's his first game. He's a rookie. On top of, he should have been starting at left tackle. I know it's tackles. I know it's tackle position. Ariante should have been starting at left tackle. So it's a last minute thing. He got to go to right tackle. Titus, I thought Titus was great. Titus was the only bright spot I saw. I mean, Lakin was serviceable. And CJ, you got to step up. Other than that, I'm done. Okay. I got to get my little O-line ran out, and I'm done. I will listen to you guys as I watch Derrick Henry run for 200 yards.
Mike?
Sorry, the man's amazing.
If I'm being completely honest, the offensive line struggled. They did. But it's not as bad as what we thought they would have struggled. Because when we heard what the starting lineup was going to be, all of us said, oh, shit. Mm-hmm. We all did. Who would have thought we were wishing for Ed Ingram to play? Ed Ingram, we were hoping he would play. Titus Howard, good job. Good job doing whatever the coach needed you to do. The same thing you said, Chris. The difference between Andrews and Patterson, didn't really see a big difference. The interior our defense actually held pretty solid. But it was the collective of the fact that they kept rushing CJ. Most of the times when CJ got sacked, I'm going to be honest, 2 of those sacks are on CJ.
Oh, yeah.
Those are cornerback blitz and a safety blitz. 2 of those on you. You got to catch those. But hey, it's a learning process. And even with that being said, CJ played a pretty decent game. I can't really complain too much. I really can't. The offensive line did the one thing that we thought they would do. They were big and nasty when they needed to be. Because Nick Chubb had some holes. He did have some holes to run through. Yep. Damian Pierce's rushing numbers. Hey, CJ got to take some of that blame. When you trip your running back, bro, he can't do much. CJ, move your feet, bro. Move your feet. And if something was with that turf, because that turf monster got CJ ass like 3-4 times. Yeah. Should have flipped out some cleats or whatever. The thing is, we've got to figure out what's next. We can't lament what happened today in today's game. Oh, damn, they got me. Did it get me? I'm still here? Yeah, okay. We can't lament what happened in today's game. We can't lament what happened too much in today's game. We need to move forward. And I think all three of us agree that we need to go forward with Ursary playing left tackle and Titus Howard playing right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
If it could all be done all over again, I think your boy Juice probably would have been starting there right guard as opposed to the configuration they put out there. Because the injury that Cam walked off the field with is the same injury that he was having before. It's the reason why he's not the starting left tackle. It's the calf.
Yeah.
And he didn't play bad. He didn't.
Oh, I don't think he played bad because I thought that was the reason he was going to be the starting left tackle to begin with before he got injured, because he was not looking bad in camp. So I didn't really have a problem with him being on the field, but like you said, you would rather not see him on the field. You would rather see an Ariante Ursary, who is 22? How old is he? 21, 22? You would rather see him on the field as opposed to an old Cam Robinson who's already getting paid too much money, in my opinion, anyway. But you need an old lineman. You needed somebody to replace Tunsil. But
as much as I hate to say it, the money we paid in Cam Robinson, somebody else would have paid as well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you pay for a starting left tackle.
Robert says, look out, week 3, Jags D is eating. Thanks for Murray. He actually balled out today. You're welcome. We've been trying to get rid of that asshole for years.
Yep.
I think you'll find
he'll see what we already know about Murray. He starts out every year looking pretty good.
Just the same way all the Jags fans were like, yes, please take Christian Kirk. Please, just keep Eric Murray. Thank you. Let's see. Dari was a victim of the perfect punch. Yes. That was the starting line for a good portion of the offseason. Refs hate the South, period. The video showed bullshit calls on the Jags to F the refs. Titans and Cowboys are assholes for letting Ravens get Henry. I told y'all what the O-line was going to be. Yeah, I know. ETN ran for 149. Well, look, Robert, you played the Panthers. You know what I mean?
A lot of people have them as their sleeper team, and I don't understand why. That made no sense to me.
Because their division's trash. That's the real reason their division's bad.
Like,
we're going to play the other part of their division on Monday. The cream of their division we're going to play on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. The division's not that good. The thing is, yes, you beat the Carolina Panthers.
Pause. What up, Eric?
Oh, shit.
It's the kind of offense they're going to have to grow into and get comfortable with over the course of the season. 100%. I mean, it's one thing when you get like, the one-on-ones and the team stuff in practice, but it's not really solidified until you go out there and you, in that war type atmosphere, go out there and just battle.
You're facing somebody that actually wants to hurt you.
Yeah.
It's a difference. Mm-hmm. It is a difference. And it's going to take, hopefully it doesn't take too much more time. But I hope Kaylee goes, I hope him and Bobby Slowick are not the same guys. I expect Kaylee, because Kaylee came back after halftime with a different set of, what's the word for it?
Offensive.
He came back with a different offense. He came back with some adjustments.
Yeah.
And if we're being honest, the Texans were driving down the field before that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought that was gonna be a touchdown. But you know what? So like this is how my mind was playing out. So because I'm looking at all kinds of different phases as this drop's happening, because everything is just going great. They got the roughing the passer on CJ, all kinds of good stuff. Dari has that good run, good catch and run, like a screen catch and run. right before he fumbles the ball. Like, it looks great. But I'm also looking at the time, and I'm like, these motherfuckers are going to score too damn quick. And what's going to happen is Matthew Stafford's going to get up there, and they're going to kick a field goal and win and lose. So I wasn't even I felt like the game ended the way it was supposed to because I already felt like there was too much time on the table, and our defense was tired. I felt like our defense was tired. And they were just out there too long. It was even at first, but it just when we're not scoring touchdowns and the other team is, it's causing a problem.
Yep.
And that's
I have to say
really
this.
it is.
I have to say this before I forget. When the hell has it become illegal to tackle Puka Nacua? When did it become illegal to tackle him?
Are you talking about the one where he got his head busted open?
But they threw a flag. I'm like, what do you expect the man to do?
Yeah.
Like, how do you hit somebody that's spinning and falling? Bro, all of the unnecessary roughness tackles were on him.
Yeah. All right, we got some more comments here. Panthers, Pats, and a couple others not living up to the hype. Robert says we played backups after the third quarter. It was too easy. I saw a couple great Titus Nursery run blocking plays.
Yeah.
Saw Commander's TD earlier where Tunsil started jogging and gave up halfway through the play. He's lucky they didn't need him to make that block on the cut or the running back was done. If anybody is going to trick a young safety with their eyes, it's Stafford. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is like, you know, as crafty of a veteran as Matt Stafford was, it's really not like he just carved us up. You know what I mean? He had a decent day, but like, I mean, if your defense allows 14 points, you're probably expecting to win that game. Like, if you can guarantee your defense only allows 14 points every week, you're going to take that.
What, 14 points? Did we have 4 sacks?
3 or 4. I think it was 3.
One of them, the Will Anderson one he got on, the one that Stafford went over his head, they actually didn't count that as a sack, which was crazy as hell. They didn't count that.
Oh, he had 3.
No, like I said, I think Will Anderson had 3 by himself.
No, Foley had 1.
Foley had 1.
Foley had 1.
Toto had 1, and then Will Anderson.
They gave Will Anderson.
I think Foley got the first one.
No, Will had the first one. Will
had the first one.
Yeah.
All first games are low scoring in the NFL. I mean, yes and no.
The defense has the advantage, is what it normally is.
Yeah.
They just do. Because let's be completely honest. We were watching games today. Everybody, who had the Steelers and the Jets scored? Tell me who had that score.
Bro, who are you telling? The stupid Steelers. Man, I have them on for defense on my damn fantasy. And you gave up all them points to Justin Fields. Like, I'm like, who was Justin Fields? Y'all about to eat. Like,
bro, this is, and I'm guaranteed there's somebody in the Pittsburgh organization is like, fuck, we should have kept Justin.
Mm-hmm.
No, they tried to.
No, they didn't put a very good effort. They threw him a shit track, and they waited. They waited till they had no other option. Say, hey, Justin, you know my date that was supposed to go with me to the concert, they canceled on me. Do you think you might be free? Nah, fuck you. I'm going to the concert by my damn self.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get the old guy.
Brandon says, for a long time, we had a better offense than the Lions today. Crazy Tesla catch was the only thing that redeemed it. Yeah. Look, I mean, overall, you guys got to
wasn't a bad game.
It for what it is. It was not a terrible game. The offense isn't clicking all the way yet. It'll take some time. We're going to take some bumps and bruises. It's the NFL. Okay. Get used to it. Next topic. Chubb has some burst. Chubb, obviously we were all worried about what he was going to bring to the table at, nearing 30 and coming off of 2 different leg injuries, one crazy devastating, and then one just a broken foot, but kind of important for a running back. I feel like he showed some burst. He didn't necessarily light the world on fire, but I think what we need to get out of him is there to get.
Yeah. And I like the running back by tandem.
Yeah.
Every running back that dressed today ran the ball.
Yep.
Every last one of them. I like what I saw from my running game. Offensive lineman got to push a little bit more, but that's back to the offensive lineman again. When there were holes there, our running backs were hitting them. And they were hitting them with a little bit of aggression. So I'm not, Nick Chubb. It actually got me excited because I was like, okay, so this is Nick Chubb. What if we did get Joe Mixon back sometime soon?
Right.
How good could this be?
I mean, the potential's there, man.
Shit. Don't CJ have like 35 yards rushing?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I say CJ didn't play a bad game.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Why you're bringing that up? Because I don't think that was something we spoke about. I do like how CJ is just, if you don't see it, just pick it up and run. He didn't do that last year. Until the end of the year, he started doing that quite a bit more. But he did not do that last year. So I like that he did that. Because otherwise, you're going to be getting destroyed in that backfield. Now, like you said earlier, there were 2 sacks that I do believe were on him also. He could have gotten rid of that ball. But whatever, it's a learning adjustment. And one of them, he should have stepped up in. That was his fault that he should have stepped up in, and he probably would have had an open receiver, or at least been able to take off and get some more yards. But other than that, that's all I want to say about the CJ running more.
But it's just even putting it out there like that. If we're talking about Nick Chubb did his job, he don't owe me nothing. Nick Chubb did his job. The offense, to a point, wasn't as bad as it's what we feel like it was, because we only scored 9 points. It feels bad when you see 9 points. It really does.
Yeah.
Curtis, I know you were thankful because I think you did pick up that guy that was kicking those field goals. And I think that was the difference between me and you this week. You got me on that one. You got me. I knew I had it. But even with all that being said, I said it before, I think we missed Christian Kirk. They were able to double team and load up on Nico. And because they did, Hutch had a decent game. I was a little surprised to see as many screen passes as I did. I didn't think that was going to be as much of a part of our offense. But it is what it is, man. It's the first game. It's a unfamiliar situation. What we need to do is sit back and see who the hell we can get back healthy, because we have a little over a week. We play not this coming Monday, but next Monday. Against
what do you mean by that,
Todd? What was that?
Todd, the show, said, I don't think the OC was ever the problem.
So who was the problem? Who was the problem? I want to know who the problem is.
I want to ask him, is he talking about today's game or is he talking about last year? That's my question. Yeah.
Oh my God, penalties. And I will say the defense, besides some of the unnecessary roughness, which you can take that one either way.
Borderline bullshit.
Yeah, you can take those either way. I thought the defense was solid, but the offense, man, it was too many penalties between everyone with these illegal shifts, just everything. It's not just and honestly, I don't feel like there were there any holding penalties? Maybe one.
Shit. Technically, they could have called one on Blake Fisher when he grabbed that man's face mask. They could have called whatever the hell they wanted.
Well, they did. They called.
Whoa! The blasphemy of this young man. Damn, Todd, really?
Oh.
All right. So look, I think I've been listening to a lot of people talking about player coaches lately, and player coaches are usually not crazy big on, you get a penalty, you run a mile kind of bullshit. Nobody's pulling to remember the Titans on anybody. I think D'Amico is the quintessential player coach, to where he's going to be like, really, this is what you're going to give me? He's going to give you one of those rather than everything else. I get what you're saying in the sense of like, back in the day, there used to be hard ass coaches who it would
bench you.
run you into the ground, bench you, whatever you got to do to get the end result that you're looking for. I agree that the team is not disciplined. It's been a problem for years, but I don't think it's a D'Amico issue. I think it's, and the OC was definitely a large part of the problem last year.
He didn't switch it up. That man's game was Madden. It was Madden on autopilot. That's really what it was, man.
I think the reason that Dime says that it felt like 2024 was the pressure and then the stagnant offense from time to time. Again, just let everything breathe. It's week one. I know it didn't look great. I'm not telling you it looked great. I'm not trying to, change your mind about that. But I don't think that we've seen this offense anywhere near running at full capacity. This was not the offensive line that they wanted to trot out. Had Ed Ingram been healthy, we probably would have seen the best version of our offensive line. But we're also playing a pretty good defense where our offensive coordinator was the passing game coordinator for that team last season. If there was somebody who could figure his ass out, it would be his last boss. You know what I mean?
I would say this right here. If D'Amico's walking into that locker room, knowing how Coach Smiley, just how he is, I'm pretty sure D'Amico went to the locker room and said, guys, this wasn't good enough. We were not good enough today. We did not get beat by a better team than us. We did not get beat by a better team than us. We just weren't good enough to win today.
No. Kaylee is the same as Bobby. I disagree.
No.
I kind of, that's something I kind of agree with.
They turned Nico 5 times.
Man. Okay, so look, guys. Okay, so like straight up, like I agree with you, Curtis. It is week one. It is one game. We don't know what the season's going to look like. This is the first time we're ever seeing Nick Caley call plays. It's the first time anybody is seeing Nick Caley call plays. It is one game. Once again, the O-line was it was not the way it was supposed to be. People weren't in the spots that they were supposed to be.
Facts.
So
thank you.
You have to calm down. Okay, now look, I am extremely mad. I am extremely mad that we lost, because the one thing about it is the offense they have, they were moving the ball down the field. Why aren't y'all getting into the end zone? You can't keep swapping touchdowns for field goals. That is not going to cut it. We can't keep settling for field goals. God, look, right now, Fairbairn is making all the field goals he needs to make. And that's a good thing, but that's also it could end up being a bad thing. I don't want to see Fairbairn coming out there unless it's an extra point.
Let's see. We got some more comments popping up. D'Amico got Petrie paid, and Petrie gets cooked all the time. Petrie is a dime linebacker and should not be in coverage. He should, in all seriousness, be in the box, doing box safety type things.
If we're being honest, and we all watched the game, he didn't get cooked today.
Yeah,
he just kept running the pook in the cooler.
Shit, we won, and Cohen said it wasn't good enough. I mean, yeah. After 2 weeks last year, we thought the Saints were juggernauts last year.
Oh my God, bro! Yeah, they had like 100 points in their first 2 games, and that was it.
Yeah, it was week 1, but it did feel like Bobby screens, can't run, and ain't scoring tuds. We did run. It wasn't a whole hell of a lot, but we had all of our running backs, with the exception of one, average over 4 yards a carry, which never happened. Probably 5 times did that happen with Bobby Slowick. We're already doing that at a loss. So I think there's something working there that wasn't working in the past.
And a lot of our touchdowns were fucked up because of penalties, false starts,
Yeah.
holding, false starts, holding.
This is not on the offensive coordinator. Okay, offensive line did a better job. Some of the problem is CJ also. 1,000%.
Oh,
1,000%.
completely agree.
He's responsible for his own protection now.
Average is the dumbest stat. Okay. I worry for your offensive line. Kind of felt like CJ is still shy at times. I did not see a whole. I didn't see the whole game. However,
They
yeah,
didn't play a whole game. They really didn't even play a whole game, if we're being honest.
yeah.
And with all of that being said, we had a chance to win the game going into the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
A fumble cost the game.
Yeah.
By a guy who's been with us. Dari's been with us 4 years now, right?
3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a special teams guy.
But how many fumbles does Dari have in 4 years? This actually might be the first.
But it's his second ever in his career. Clearly, they need to go first round OT again next draft. Didn't feel like 4 yards a carry. I know it didn't feel like it, but
because I know Doris for sure was averaging over 4. Because his runs were like those third down runs where they were just trying to get anything to push the punter out, and he'd end up getting like 9 yards when we needed 20. So I do see that. Same thing with Chubb. Chubb had a big like 20-yard run, didn't he? Didn't he have like a 20? He had a really big one. Maybe not 20. I think Chubb ended
12 and 13. He hit twice, I thought.
Yeah, I know.
I said, hey, we're not finna sit up and say Chubb ran for 100 today, but
yeah,
he did his job.
He was 13 for 60. Long was 13.
Oh,
CJ had 32, and Dare had 9. Hutch had 1 carry for 5 yards. And then Woody Marks had 3 attempts for 3 yards. So Damian and Woody did not, do better than 4.
What did you guys think about Woody Marks for when he did run?
Woody, if I'm saying anything today, those runs that Woody had should have probably been Damian instead.
That's what I was thinking.
It probably should have been Damian Pierce. It probably should have been Damian Pierce instead, but it's trying to integrate him into the offense and have him prepared to where he is a weapon later on in the year. The guy that's going to be phased out as this season continues to go on is going to be Dare. They brought in Woody for Dare's role.
Yep. No, okay. Brandon, he signed with us in 2022. So under Lovie Smith, he came in. Need those big runs up the middle if they're calling cover 2 and cover 4 versus us over and over. He did nothing, but they were bad plays.
Said Woody got the shit knocked out of
him. Yeah, he got.
Yeah, he did.
He got hit in the backfield. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that, Nick Caley is the second coming of Jesus Christ as an offensive coordinator. The dude's going to have his flaws, y'all.
First game ever. Ever. This man has never been an offensive coordinator at any level. There's going to be some growing pains.
Yeah.
I'm
not worried
about week 4. I'm gonna be tearing people up. If I don't see no improvement, I'm tearing because they say you need to about week 6 to see what your team is. By week 4, we'll know. I'm gonna be man. Look here,
let's say it like this. All the small kids.
Bobby Slowick didn't change shit about the way he ran the offense from 2023 to 2024, and then refused to adjust at halftime. That's
and if you don't believe that, go look at what Miami did today.
I know. I had them winning too. That was a mistake. Y'all got beat by Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Nah, go look at go look at what Miami did today. And the
Yeah.
other fact that it comes into it is, I said before I forget, I said let's make sure our little kids in the bed. Fuck that. By Monday, the same mistakes that happened this game can't be made on Monday. That's what I expect from Nick Caley, because Nick Caley was the guy saying we're going to play each game like there's each game. We're not running my offense. We're running what we need to win the game. Correct? So it means the same plays
that's how
that
I felt like they played.
But it means that the same plays that he did against the Rams, we should see a different offense running against the Buccaneers. Now, I'm not saying that it's a completely different offense, but the play calling needs to be different. It needs to be, what's Tampa Bay's weakness? That's what we need to attack.
Yeah. Players roasting an OC going into a new season is unprofessional. Have you just noticed, like, professionalism isn't like the MO anymore of football? They haven't really been like bring your lunch pail to work kind of guys in a long time. CJ tried to act like Bobby was the problem. Bobby was the problem. Like, Bobby was at least, like, if we're assigning percentage blame, he's at least 45% of the problem last year.
The offensive line coach is the 25 to 30% of it as well. Isn't Bobby his boss? Mm-hmm. Isn't Bobby offensive line coach's boss? Yeah.
Cohen looks like Jesus compared to Peterson play calls. I haven't seen a real game plan in forever. Yeah, it's like that. She said, I ain't in bed yet, fool. Oh, man. We're going to have to be different with Vita Vea and more plugging up the middle. Yeah, there's going to have to be some adjustments.
We're going to have to run off tackle. Those tackles are going to have to block.
Yeah.
But we got to know who the hell's playing tackle.
I mean,
I'm assuming we're going to have our normal starting offensive line next week. That is what my assumption is going to be. That is going to be the normal offensive line. You're not going to have the changes like you've been having and everything. And yes, Zay Flowers just caught the ball and he is on my fantasy team. But that's besides the point. I think next week, if we see the offensive line that we're expected to see, I don't expect them to be great because we know there are still going to be holes there. We got a rookie that's going to be starting at left tackle, who started at right tackle today. He wasn't great, but he wasn't supposed to be starting there to begin with. So,
but with that being said, he faced good competition today.
Oh yeah,
he faced good competition. That's good for a rookie left tackle.
Yeah,
bro, we're gonna be trying out centers. If they carted Andrews off, who's been known for getting carted off in his career, the man's only played 70 snaps.
Yeah,
because of injury, and he got injured. Where's the surprise?
Right. Bucks have a damn good O-line. They do. They've been building that thing through the draft for a good couple years now. What's up with Andrews?
Tristan Wirfs is still playing injured.
Yeah. Tristan Wirfs is playing injured, but let's get into a more positive note, okay? The defense holds serve for the entirety of the game. At no point was this out of reach. Was it something that we had no ability to, drive down the field and do something? The defense gave us turnover opportunities and, got a lot of pressure on Stafford. And there were a lot of incomplete passes that I saw that were because he was getting hit in the pocket. Our defense is not a worry at all in my mind. I didn't see much out of CJ Gardner-Johnson today. Did you guys catch any of him?
He was there. That hit that Stingley got bit back on. That was CJ. CJ was the guy hitting Puka. CJ
No,
was all
that
over
was
the field.
told. I thought it was told to hit a Puka.
Nah, you're not. The Saints. It's the Saints.
It's the
bro.
Saints. It's the Dolphins. Man, crazy. No. And right now it's really like the Dolphins because they were terrible. But I could have sworn that was told that hit him whenever. Oh, you said Puka. You said Puka.
Yes. Yeah.
Because what's called got bent back. Stingley got bent back. Guarding Devontae. He was shadowing Devontae. That was on Devontae because Devontae got folded up like a pretzel, and I could have sworn Toe was the one that hit him. I might be wrong.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Brandon says you're right as well.
You might be right.
Oh no,
CJ was.
Oh, this comment's gonna be brutal. He says, "Nah, it was Toto. Toto is the Jared Wayne of the defense."
Oh shit!
Stingley did. If Stingley didn't have hands to the face, he could have had an INT. The defense is lights out, but we need him an NRG for the divisional. Not to be negative, but Stafford seemed like if it was week 6, he could have picked that secondary apart. I don't know what game you were watching, bro. I really don't know what game you were watching. It was really like Puka Nacua was the only dude getting open, and then
Devontae had 2 catches in the fourth quarter.
Before those 2 catches in the fourth quarter, gotta have it plays. Well, Puka was too, but Devontae, that was really how I felt he was. Just when you gotta have it, Devontae's gonna catch that ball, which is why they had Stingley. I liked how they had Stingley shadowing him the whole game instead of shadowing Puka. I don't know. I think that was better.
I sort of wish they would have kept Kamari on Puka.
Yeah,
like I said, if you had Stingley shadowing Devontae, let Kamari follow Puka wherever he went.
Right.
They did it a couple times because I actually saw Petrie out at cornerback. He was at the outside corner.
Yeah.
It happened. But we've got to figure out some things. We got to figure out a way to get more pressure on the quarterback. We got good pressure, but the thing is we're dealing with a veteran quarterback. Stafford hit 60,000 yards today, man.
Yeah.
That's a real milestone. It's not a lot of guys that have done that. That means that he's seen it damn near all. You're not finna trick Stafford. Stafford looked a little rusty. And if you're saying week 6 they would have picked our ass apart, week 6 we probably would have been a better defense as well.
Yeah.
Just like I say, CJ Gardner has not really touched the football field.
Yeah. If Toto had knocked out both Petrie 1 year and Stingley the next, I would want him gone. Yeah. Christian Harris sighting?
I didn't see him. I'm being honest.
Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. I don't remember seeing him on the field not one time.
I didn't. I saw EJ Speed.
Yeah. Oh, I remember seeing EJ Speed too. EJ Speed got us a penalty that he shouldn't have got on. What was that on the hard count? Was he the one that got the hard count?
Yeah, that's a veteran hard count. He got him. He's the one that jumped off sides.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been jumped off sides. It was about the end of the half. What was it, like the end of the quarter or something? It was a quarter or something about the end, and there was no reason you should have jumped off sides.
Adrenaline's a real thing, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
I don't even think he was on the field.
That's right there.
Yeah, but I don't even think he was on the field to play before. That's probably what his problem was. He wasn't on the field to play before.
No, they brought him on the field to blitz. That's why EJ Speed is a big, fast linebacker.
Yeah. I fear Adams is going to get better. Stafford will find Adams once he gets comfortable. Yeah.
I hope so, because we don't play them no more, and I got both him and Puka on my fantasy team. They didn't both play today, but they both there.
All right. Now, this is our last topic for the evening. Already in what's been like 3 hours, 2.5 hours, there has been we got to cut Dare Gumbawale kind of shit
Why?
circulating on the internets. And I'm going to go ahead and put the kibosh to that. First of all, dude's a special teamer and a damn good one. Second, if he's in the backfield, I want you to just imagine the scenarios that have to be going down for Dare Gumbawale to be so relied on late in the game. Let's put it that way. He has earned trust and everything else. That is his second fumble in his entire career. I am not worried about Dare Gumbawale. Plus,
His first as a Texan.
emergency kicker. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. Some
Oh
people.
yeah, I'm not mad about like him having the ball at that point. The only thing I did not like, I just felt like he was just doing a little too much.
Facts, Brandon. Facts.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
thing
yeah,
is,
there's a fact.
we can say it's a bad play, but let's put it in perspective. The Rams defender made a damn good play.
Oh yeah.
I still think
It
it's
was perfect.
too early to say major Dookie dreamer, but I think we're, if he's a special teams guy, why is he running the ball? Again,
Third down
the
back.
particular circumstances that he's got to be in to be on the field. You know what I mean? Like, Chubb's not a third down running back. Dameon Pierce, they don't like him in that role. He's a good pass blocker, but he's not the hands guy. Woody Marks was ineffective today, so that became okay. Trusted Dare. That's why he was on the field to begin with.
Dare literally got the ball two times in a row.
Yeah,
And like I say, if the fumble don't happen, we wouldn't even be talking about none of this. Because if the fumble don't happen, what if Dare runs it in for a touchdown? Y'all gonna be trying to get on y'all knees. So that's how I feel about that.
Good play by the defense. Bad luck. Dare's first fumble as a Houston Texan, and this is Dare's handled the ball a lot for us.
Yes,
and this is his first fumble.
Yeah. Hope they don't ruin Stroud. Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to ruin him. Let's see. Colts and Jags being happy is gross. Yeah. Well, I mean, the Colts basically had a bye week against the Dolphins, and then the Jaguars played the Glitter Kitties of the slight northeast. So, you know what I mean?
Bro, like the Colts had a bye week for real.
Yeah.
There's no reason that Daniel Jones should be shutting teams out. I understand that they have a defense too, and it wasn't Jet, but Daniel Jones threw for 200 and some yards, y'all. He threw for a bunch of yards.
Do you know why? The chat that we have going on, guys, somebody put it in perspective. Daniel Jones did exactly what they gave him. Mm-hmm. He did not try to go out there and bomb it down the field. Oh, that guy 5 yards down the field is wide open. But that guy that's 15 yards looked like he might. No, fuck that. 5 yards. Let's just do it. Yep. Let him run and try to get it. He was a game manager today.
Yep.
We're not asking CJ Stroud to be a game manager. And to be completely honest, the Jags are not asking Sunshine to be a goddamn game manager. There's different perspectives and lesser competition.
Yeah.
The Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins project to be two of the worst teams in the NFL this year.
Mm-hmm. Danny Dimes. They also have a running game. We're talking about the Colts. Yeah. I mean, I think he was like
the Dolphins.
It's not like Jonathan Taylor went anywhere.
Right. Okay. Jags also had a bye week. Panthers have been the worst team in the NFL since Dave Tepper took over. That's inarguable.
Oh yeah, he's a terrible owner. Terrible.
Rams are dangerous. Colts Jags Colts are going to be better than people think.
Look, people have the Jags up there already. And
second team in the AFC South is what they have for the Jags. Yeah. And I can't
Colts
really argue with it.
And a lot of people are saying that they're going to make the playoffs. A lot of people are saying they're going to make the playoffs. So
yeah, and the Colts the last couple years have been competent, average quarterback play away from having a playoff team. So I mean, again, if Danny Dimes can just take the 5 yards, they're going to be all right. I didn't think anybody could bust Nakua's head open like that. Yeah. What is that? In professional wrestling, there's like a stereotype about how like Samoan people have like really hard heads, so you never try to headbutt anybody. They always end up headbutting other people. If that makes sense.
Strong.
Yeah. So I wonder.
Don't be surprised if they come out tomorrow and say Puka Nacua has a concussion.
Yeah, they better not, because they supposed to have tested them during the game, and if that happens, they're going to get fined.
Yep.
Because that was the big thing with Tua. Remember when Tua had all them concussions, he was not supposed to go back in the game, and they brought him back in the game anyway. And one thing I do know, he better not have no damn cut. Well, it's all right. I just trade him out for Devontae. It's all right. That's cool.
Yeah. So you're thinking it wrong. I'm not even thinking like that. The thing of it is y'all do understand the Rams are pretty much the exact same team that they were last year, even though they've added players that almost beat the Super Bowl champions.
Yep. Rams are favored. Larry says Rams were favored to win at home, and they did. Offense needs to do better. Defense only allowed 14 points. It's only one game. You're right, Larry.
Thank you for being right.
I love to hear the only one game part. Like, nobody understands that. Literally only one game. Let them guys figure it out. Next week, you will have the starting offensive line with Ed Ingram healthy, hopefully.
Greg.
Wait a minute. Greg, what are you talking about?
One game, my bro. It's against a good team. Relax, okay? I get what you're saying.
But they did not look worse than last year.
No. At no point did they look worse than last year.
Whoa.
Wait, Chiefs third in their own division right now? Yeah. It's week 1, y'all. Yeah. It's week 1.
They lost the Broncos and Chargers won.
They
got to be last in their division, right? Or did the Broncos win?
Yeah, Broncos won. Chargers.
Yeah, they're last in their division. The Raiders won.
They're last in their division, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. The Raiders won today. I was like, hold up.
The thing is, the referees are going to get together, have a meeting, and be like, hey, y'all do know the Kansas City Chiefs don't play in L.A. We got to get back to giving them their calls. We got to get back to giving them their calls, guys.
Yep. Dreamer says, Titans fan here. Our coach is probably gone mid-season based on week 1, rooting for Stroud, though.
I agree.
Look, to be fair, I thought Callahan should have been gone after last season. I didn't think there was enough out of the offense at all. But I also like the idea of giving a guy a second season to see if, last year was just kind of like the remnants of a bygone era and blah, blah, blah. I heard if you beat your bones, they get thicker.
What?
What?
I don't know.
What?
Brandon says we had to use another Polynesian to do it. To hit Puka.
You might have a point there.
Pretty sure UFC fighters do that. The Samoan headbutt. Ursary looked like trash.
He was not supposed to be playing right tackle. And he had bright spots. He
didn't look like trash. You got to remember. Come on, what are we comparing? Do I need to bring up Kenyon Green?
Yeah, for
Kenyon Green looked like trash.
Did you not see when Blake Fisher was on the field? That's what trash looks like.
Mm-hmm. Dime says, thanks for the chat, y'all. I subbed. Good night. Good night, man. It was a pleasure to meet you. Hopefully you'll be back on future lives. Thanks for subbing. Brandon says, they said Devontae was in protocol last year. Then he came back to the game. They were going to put Josh Allen in, and then they let him come back. Now Nacua looks like he's going into protocol, and he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
Well, look, I think we pretty well covered what the issues were for today's game, gentlemen. I want to take a minute to thank you guys for coming on. And this is our 88th episode. We've been clanging and banging these sumbitches out for a long time together. So thank you guys. Thank you to your wives for letting me borrow you for an hour and some change. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks to the comments section. You guys are making this lively. I love it. Well, we got a lot of comments that I didn't get to. All right.
It's not disrespect. Goes right back at yes, sir.
Road game versus Super Bowl winning team with a good defense was always going to be tough. Team will figure out a lot of things. I agree. 12-20 was the Broncos beating the Titans. Cam was solid against a great defense. 5 straight drops on the last drive. Yeah, I saw. We had that TV. That game all over.
I think you found a good one, Dreamer. I'm gonna be honest. Cam impressed me today. He really did. I was like, yeah, I think y'all might have finally found him.
Yeah.
Judging on Columbia boy will come out of West Columbia. West Columbia, Mike.
Yeah, you know I know where it's at.
Brazoria County.
Judging on week 1, we don't have to worry about losing Kaylee. Ursary had practiced for 4 or 5 weeks at left tackle. Then he was supposed to play right tackle on the first game for a rookie. That sounds like coaching, not putting the player in the best situation. I think the absence of Ed Ingram is why he was asked to play right tackle. I think their anticipation up until the moment that they ruled out Ed Ingram was that he was going to play left tackle. But the moment Ed Ingram was no longer available, they had to pivot. You're probably right. It's not in his best interest to be practicing at one position for weeks and weeks and weeks at left tackle and then thrown to right tackle. You're probably right about that. But, you got to do what the team needs.
Guys, our offensive line is an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Experiments it was an experiment. Even if all the same guys, if Ed Ingram can't play next week, I don't think they run out the same offensive line. I think you get your hope of seeing. I think Juice plays right guard. And
I think if this happens again, I think Juice will be playing right guard.
Yeah,
but I don't see. Yeah, because it's just I thought Cam was solid, but he's injury prone. We saw that.
No, not even that. If you're trying to build a good offensive lineman, you know what you don't do? You don't bench him.
Yep.
I think Ursary gets a very long rope, like the whole season rope.
Oh yeah.
Ultimate or Unlimited Productions said, "Great show. I'll be back next week. Just found the channel today. Thank you. Like, subscribe, please. We'd love to have you back. You offer your friends. Robert says, and not dancing. Damn.
No.
He said, going to head out. Glad I found Chill Opposing Team podcast. Great stuff, guys. And consistency is key. Appreciate you, Dreamer.
Facts.
Just so you know, we're like a network of podcasts. So we also have a Titans, a Jags, a Colts, and us. So, and then we do a collaborative effort called this AFC South show. So if you're not aware, you should check it out.
Yo, this tap was crazy. My bad, y'all. I'm watching this game. Hey, he should have called for a fair catch.
This is what happens when you give adults ADHD with no medication. That right there.
Oh my God, bro. Man. All right, that's the last comment we read because I know we get up out of here. So we're been an hour. And man, I appreciate everybody that came through though. Every time more and more people are watching, so that's great.
Yes, sir. Well, gentlemen, again, thank you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for commenting. Like, subscribe, notification bell on this channel. Do the same thing for our main man, Chris, on Instagram at Pacman_King Freestyle. Don't look that up on OnlyFans. And then Mike, go to at Mastery Productions across all the social medias to find and like, subscribe for Mike. Y'all be good people. Fuck the Cowboys. Go Texans.
Go Texans.
Go Texans. Fuck the Cowboys.